athletes announce retirement and then come back. How realistic is this?
It's real. It's
Has
real.
it changed? Have you been have you had any times like maybe I was tripping a bit?
Yeah, I do be having them thoughts.
Yeah.
Welcome to the channel. Gotta feel this. What it do? Man. I was just thinking after watching that clip, there's a lot of smoke for Tank still at 135. We know that T.O.'s and the Devins and the Ryans and all those guys are 140 or better. Most of them are already talking about going to 47. But it's like, yeah, they was the guys who started out with Tank, who, we wanted to see him fight against the Four Kings and all that. But with him beating Ryan, even though I don't really credit that fight because Ryan was compromised with the weight thing and with the rib injury. He wasn't 100%, but most fighters ain't 100% by the time they get in the ring. But I feel like those things played a huge factor, and especially with the way the fight ended, punching him to the rib where he was hurt at, puts a little demo on it. But I think he would have won that fight regardless. Mainly because of his defense. But with him beating Ryan and Ryan beating Devin, and Devin beating Loma, which I thought was a draw, but seeing how everything is playing out, it goes to show that Tank probably would have beat those guys as well. The only one who didn't, we really won't know, is T.O. as of right now. But Loma had a close fight with T.O., and I think Tank would have got T.O. out of it. Loma out of there. And so, just weighing all of those things. But, with Tank talking about retiring, it's like, even if he don't retire, he still got Keyshawn, I think, is at the top of the list for Tank. I think that would be a greater fight than him and Shakur. He might not even get Shakur. Shakur look like he's getting big. He look like he might be at 140 shortly, but he's just getting to 135. But look how fast Devin went to 140 and is already talking about 47. And he shouldn't even have been at 140 because he looked like a skeleton then. So we got other guys like Cromel Moten. Even though he's only like 5-6 fights in, he's fighting 3 times a year. Hopefully, if he keeps that pace up. I think Keyshawn only got 12 fights, and he's about to be a world champion. I think Cromel, with the level of competition he's been having, undefeated guys, I think, he'll get to that proximity a lot quicker as a title fight. We still got Abdullah, there's a lot of wreck for Tank still at 135. So, granted, we didn't get to see the guys that we wanted from the beginning, but it's still a lot of smoke left at 135. Hopefully, he doesn't retire, which doesn't seem like it. But even with the fights that he got left over, he can still get those guys, and I don't see him leaving 135, so I don't even think about the T.O.s and all that no more. I'm looking at these other guys who are fresh competition that we didn't even think about before fighting Tank now. Like Keyshawn, I think that is the biggest fight in boxing. Especially after what he did to Gustavo Lemos, a guy who was 2-3 weight classes ahead of him and all that. So, we just gotta wait and see. Let me know what y'all think. You know what I'm saying? Like, subscribe, comment. And I'm Team Tank, man. I'm from Baltimore. You know what I'm saying? So, I can see Tank, after talking to his coaches and stuff like that, them saying, Coach Kenny saying, he could see Tank. He didn't see Tank, but he said he think a great fighter is somebody who sits at a weight class and dominates. And for that to be a guy that he's in constant contact with, I believe, that type of information might rub off on Tank. So I can see Tank never leaving 135 and just stand there and dominating and reigning supreme, for as long as he wants because of his talents. But Yeah, I mean, what other fighters at 35 do you think could, give Tank a run, or not just a run, but just a fight period? That would be great fights. I can see Keyshawn. I can see Carmel and Abdullah. Carmel and Abdullah and Keyshawn a little bit too. I feel like they lack the experience. I feel like the same things is going to happen when we see guys with not as many fights fight a guy with experience, like with Benavidez and Morrell. You know, that fight turned out to be, you know, experience based. Canelo versus Jaime. It's countless fights recently where a guy with more experience end up beating a guy, and I think that'll play a huge. But if we wait, we got to see what happened with Floyd and Floyd Schofield and Shakur, because I think experience will play a factor in that fight. But we just gotta wait and see, and time will tell. But let me know what y'all think. Like, subscribe, share, all the YouTube shit. And it ain't